Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and give this video a like up. WWE is currently peaking in its prime under the umbrella of TKO Group and Triple H's creative control. The King of Kings enjoys major powers as TKO, including deciding who gets the push on weekly TV and who gets pushed for their actions. Interestingly, the game might use his authority to strip top Raw superstars of their titles for breaking a long-standing rule of the company. Some long-standing rules have been followed religiously for years to maintain order within the company. Triple H may keep the tradition going and enforce WWE's 30-day title defense rule, which has seemingly been violated by the women's tag team champions, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, as the Miracle Kid hasn't returned on the latest edition of the Red brand despite being advertised. It will be 30 days in 2 days since Morgan hasn't appeared on television, and the tag titles have not been defended. For those unaware, the 30-day title defense says that a champion, unless injured, must defend their WWE title every 30 days or they will be stripped. In Liv and Raquel's case, both stars are fit and the rule applies to them. In a shocking twist, Adam Pearce could let the Judgment Day know that they are set to strip Morgan and Rodriguez of their championships as they haven't defended them in a month, which is also holding up the division. This twist may pave the way for Roxanne Perez, as Finn Balor could convince Raquel to defend the title with her as Morgan's substitute, creating a future betrayal angle within the Judgment Day. The latest Raw episode saw Balor pitch the former NXT Women's Champion as the newest member of the family, and even Dirty Dom was impressed. Lately, WWE's CTO, Triple H, and his entire creative team are on the radar of fans and experts for weak booking decisions and delivering poor shows with similar plots. Former WWE writer Vince Russo also shared his thoughts on the promotion's current status. Speaking on Sportskeeda Wrestling's Brodown, Russo stated that despite having top people like Triple H, Road Dogg, Paul Heyman, Shawn Michaels, and more, the Stamford-based promotion is still struggling to deliver an engaging show. It will be interesting to see how the Judgment Day saga unfolds with so much happening, and whether it will help WWE and boost the fan engagement in weekly shows. Nayan can be found performing mixed martial arts and reading true crime in his free time. Nayan is a WWE news and features writer at Sportskeeda Wrestling. After completing his bachelor's degree in mass communication from Potter International, he began working as a YouTube scriptwriter. Nayan then transitioned to Pinkvilla as a combat sports writer. He gained valuable experience there before finally coming under the banner of Sportskeeda. Within 1.5 years, Nayan has written over 1,000 articles, interviewed MFN promotion owners, and conducted a Twitter campaign that gained over 50 retweets and more. He puts fact-checking and mindful journalism above everything by applying the 3-check method, where he tries to verify reports from reliable sources and cross-check whether other major publications have covered them. Looking back at his association with pro wrestling, Nayan recalls being hooked on the sport after watching Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania 24. Since then, the product has been an inseparable part of his life. Apart from the Heartbreak Kid being Nayan's favorite wrestler for his confidence and charisma, he is also a fan of Brock Lesnar due to the Beast's work speaks louder than words attitude. In the ever-evolving world of professional wrestling, few moments capture the imagination of fans like a major unexpected shakeup. WWE has made a name for itself through dramatic twists, sudden betrayals, and shocking announcements, and one potential bombshell could shake the foundation of the current landscape. Triple H, now steering the creative direction of WWE, could decide to strip top champions of their titles for violating a long-standing rule. Could such a move happen? What might prompt it? And more importantly, how could it redefine the entire WWE universe? The legacy of Triple H and the era of accountability. Since taking the creative reins, Triple H, Paul Levesque, has ushered in a new era that blends respect for tradition with a sharp eye for long-term storytelling and realism. His tenure has been characterized by a focus on wrestling purity, locker room discipline, and narrative consistency. Gone are the days when title reigns were built solely on flashy moments or part-time appearances. Under Triple H, holding a championship is not just a storyline perk, it's a responsibility. Given that, one could imagine a scenario where the game enforces discipline in a way the WWE Universe has never seen before, by stripping champions of their titles for breaking a long-standing, rarely discussed rule. Professional wrestling thrives on kayfabe, the blending of fiction and reality. But certain backstage codes of conduct are sacred. These are rarely addressed on-screen, but are critical to the structure and professionalism of the industry. One such rule that might come into focus is, champions must defend their titles within a 30-day period unless medically unable or otherwise cleared by WWE officials. This rule, often overlooked or inconsistently enforced, could become the basis for a massive storyline. Imagine if Triple H declared that, effective immediately, all champions would be held strictly accountable to this stipulation. No more ducking defenses, no more long absences, and no more special treatment. Let's explore the ripple effect if this mandate were enforced with zero tolerance, and without prior warning. Roman Reigns, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. Reigns has been the cornerstone of WWE programming, but his part-time schedule and rare title defenses have long been a talking point among fans and critics alike. While his aura as the tribal chief is undeniable, his reign has occasionally clashed with the traditional expectations of a defending champion. Stripping Reigns of his title under this rule would send shockwaves throughout the wrestling world. It could serve as a statement that no one, not even WWE's top star, is above the rules. Moreover, it could open the floodgates for a new tournament, injecting fresh energy into the main event scene. Logan Paul brings mainstream visibility to WWE, but his celebrity status comes with limited in-ring appearances. While charismatic and surprisingly competent in the ring, his defenses have been sporadic. If Triple H decided that even crossover stars must play by the rules, Paul could be forced to vacate the US Championship, adding legitimacy to the title and elevating hungry mid-card talent who are ready for a push. These are two of the most respected performers in the industry, but both have been pulled in various directions. Media appearances, injuries, and occasional storyline pauses. If they fall short of defending their titles in the 30-day window, they too could be in jeopardy. A hard reset in the women's division could signal a new emphasis on weekly in-ring competition and fresh faces, such as Tiffany Stratton, Roxanne Perez, or Lyra Valkyria. Stripping multiple champions at once would be one of the boldest moves in WWE history. Here's how that scenario could play out. WWE has a rich history of tournaments, from the King of the Ring to the Cruiserweight Classic. Launching simultaneous tournaments for the vacated titles would create weeks of must-see TV, giving underutilized talent the chance to break out and proving ground for rising stars. Groups like the Bloodline, Judgment Day, and Damage CTRL would be thrown into disarray. Their dominance is often tied directly to gold. Without it, internal strife, betrayals, and new alliances could form, reshaping WWE's power dynamics. Triple H taking a hardline stance could see him morph into a modern-day authority figure, not the villainous kind of old, but a moral, calculated leader determined to restore order. Think less Mr. McMahon, and more of a stern general manager with integrity. Wrestling fans love chaos, especially when it feels earned. While some might criticize the decision as unfair, most would tune in weekly to see the fallout. Controversy creates cash, and this decision could be marketed as the Great Reset. WWE could build anticipation for this move through subtle foreshadowing. Commentary teams might begin referencing the 30-day rule again. Backstage segments could show Triple H in closed-door meetings with legal advisors and talent relations. Anonymous leaks on WWE's social media might hint at sweeping policy changes coming down from the office. Suddenly, fans start noticing champions going multiple weeks without defending their belts. Questions build. Speculation surges. Then, boom! One episode of Raw or SmackDown, Triple H opens the show, flanked by security and legal representatives. He reads a prepared statement and drops the hammer. Multiple titles are vacated. Tournaments are announced. The road to redemption begins. From a business and creative standpoint, this storyline could be incredibly effective. It allows a fresh batch of superstars to rise without awkward burial of existing champions. It realigns the product around in-ring competition and consistency. It shows fans that the WWE Universe is unpredictable again, not just because of swerves, but because rules actually matter. It's risky, yes, but Triple H has always embraced risk in service of legacy. Just as he revolutionized NXT, he could now reshape WWE's entire main roster structure by enforcing a rule that's been ignored for years. Could Triple H strip WWE's top champions of their titles for breaking the 30-day defense rule? It's unlikely to happen without storyline buildup. But from a creative standpoint, it's a goldmine. Wrestling, at its best, reflects real consequences in exaggerated form. Bringing accountability into kayfabe might just be the twist that launches WWE into its next great era. And in the world of WWE, where anything can happen, this might just be the next anything.